asking my mom whether okay or not. I just tell my mom. I've by phone call. I tell my mom. If let's say my girlfriend is not a Chinese are you okay? Then my mom will say, what races? Then I straight away say Malay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Everyone, welcome to the podcast. Brother Jack Yip, it's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Walaikum salam. Yeah, thank you for the invitation.
Yeah. Today we have another reverse story, a Chinese Malaysian from Penang. So, Brother Jack, would you like to introduce yourself to us? Just brief about you.
Okay. So actually, I'm Jack. My friends and family all call me Jack lah. Jack Yip. Yip is my surname, and I was born in one of the city in Malaysia, Perak, Taiping. And after my secondary school, I moved to Penang and further study in the college there. And after that, I stayed there for 7 to 8 years, for studying and working there. After that, I go back to my hometown, Taiping, to take over my family business. It's a night market business for 2 years. After that, I came to KL. Starting, I go to Klang. Yeah, I start my work here until now.
Alhamdulillah. So, your childhood was in Perak, Penang.
Yes, Perak.
Yeah, so at that point of time, what did you believe in? What religion did you follow?
For myself, I can consider it's a free thinker, not really not really is a believer lah. But for my family, it's a Taoism. Yeah, for my fathers and my mom, they believe in Taoism. Taoism. Yeah,
But you yourself, you did not believe in it.
Not a strong thinker, I can say. But every time, like, because for traditional Chinese family, especially for the adults and kids, they will following their parents lah. Like what they do, the kids will following, like for the praying. All this guy, I just follow only, but I not really go to studying and trying to understand about it all the while.
But like, did you ever question, like, is this true? What should I follow? What is my purpose in life?
For this, never thought of it.
Wow. Never ever thought about it.
Never thought about it. I just follow, because before I become a Muslim, all the while I also for me it's just a religion. I also never think about afterlife. What going to happen? I never think about it.
So your focus at that point was in studying and business.
Sorry?
Your focus at that point was studying and business.
Yeah,
that was your main focus.
I just focus on study, working. Yeah, and for my thinking is like, if I doing good things, after my life I will go to heaven lah. But I'm not so understanding what need to do, only can go to the heaven. Yeah, so I just thinking doing good, that's all.
Okay, so take me through the transformational journey. How did you become a Muslim?
Okay, it started on for myself, I revert on January of 2022. Yeah, 2 years plus ago lah. And how I become a Muslim is because the starting is I get to know my wife. Yeah, my wife is my colleague during working in the temp. And yeah, my wife is a Malay. So because previously I never thought that I can make friends or with Malay. So because most of the Malay, they are Muslim. So most of my friends all the while also is Chinese. So during that time, I don't know how it happened, but I go to approach to my wife and try to talking with her and chatting, because that time we are working in the same office. My job is sales and her job is admin, so we used almost every day. We also have the chance to work, communicate together. And I don't not sure why I suddenly want to go to approach her and invite her come out and of course I got rejected many times lah. And in the end, we are used to come out for a meal and talking. After that, I find that this girl is different. I can see, because in the working side, I can feel that she is quite serious, responsible with her job, all this kind of thing. So, how to say? Quite serious with her job.
You liked that part of her?
Yeah,
Serious?
because of
Yeah.
her characteristic lah. Because we work together. And then we came out, and few times, I think 2 to 3 times, we have a meal together. And then during I think it's one of the holiday lah, I follow her go back to her hometown. Yeah, after the time.
But at that point, she knows that you're not a Muslim and she's a Muslim.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you visited the hometown.
Yes. And that time, I think from the first we came out together for a meal, I think after 2 months only we like become a couple or what lah. Yeah. And then I following her to go back to meet her family. Yeah. And the time my parents first, I think after 1 month I together with her only, I let my mom know. I'm not asking my mom whether okay or not. I just tell my mom. By phone call. I tell my mom, if let's say my girlfriend is not a Chinese, are you okay? Then my mom will say, what races? Then I straight away say Malay. My mom, Teddy Brush. But of course, because for my alhamdulillah, my parents, they are open-minded lah. They can understand, because I'm the one who need to responsible for my life. So no matter what is happening, I'm the one who leave it, go. And after that, when my mom and my fathers get to know I going to follow my girlfriend that time lah, and now it's my wife lah, going back to meet her family, my parents also tell me to get ready. Normally these things happen, it's like going to get ready for marriage already. Yeah, because for Islam, they seldom is like in a relationship but they are for a man and a woman, they together is also, the purpose is for marriage lah. So I also I get ready for it, and after I go back to meet her family, I used to, before this, I never not really understand much about Islam until I go back, and because her house is just in front of the masjid, so I get to meet the ustad there and asking few questions lah. So I also get a feeling that for the life of the Islam is I can accept with it lah. So I can adapt with it, and I'm confident that I won't like regret the decision for what I made. So in the end, I straight away, I think most of the Malaysians also know about it. Just that a lot of the Malaysia, especially Chinese, they would think that if you marry with a Malay, you will become the Malay. They in Malaysia, because in Malaysia, Islam is the religion for most of the other races lah. They will think that Islam is the religion of Malay. So they will think that after you marry with a Malay, you will become a Malay. But they don't know that my religion changes, my races, my lifestyle, everything is similar. Just that I can do anything which is halal. Yeah. So nothing much will change. I still celebrate Chinese New Year, all the celebration, like as long as it's not against one teaching in the Islam.
Did you yourself have this thinking before that if I become a Muslim, then I will become a Malay?
For myself, I never think of that lah. Yeah. Because myself is a free thinker, that's why not so worried about it.
And did you know about this? Did you know that you wouldn't be able to marry her only when you're a Muslim before you approach her? Because you told me at the beginning you approached her a couple of times, then she rejects you, right?
Yes. This I know about it. Yes.
But you still went for it.
Yeah. That's why actually myself also the first boyfriend for my wife. Yeah, because for my wife, her family is a very strong believer in Islam. That's why even for myself, for my wife lah, she also won't simply get to approach by other male. Yeah. So I'm the one who consistent to go to approach her. Maybe they also say it's a jodoh.
But what's that?
Jodoh is bahasa Melayu is the soulmate. The one who
Yes, alhamdulillah. Then you went to her hometown. You said there was a mosque in front of her house.
Yes.
You went and you asked the ustad. What are some of the questions that you asked?
That's one of the question which a lot of the Chinese who want to revert one of the worry lah, and a lot of the Chinese family, they worry whether is it after my parents passed away, whether I can pray them or not. This is one of the question I asked, but actually it's not allowed. Yeah, this is one of the question. And about the the terrorists, because I know for the world news, they are trying to talking bad about Islam, and they keep on talking about the terrorists, this kind of thing. So from that, during the talking with the ustaz, I also get to know actually it's not Islam is from Al Quran. Islam is a good thing. It's just how we go to understand and describe it only. Yeah, how we define of it. Because different people go to studying of the Al Quran, they will have different understanding. Yeah. So actually during the time, I also understand that because like for Islam, they won't go to simply go to attack people. Just that they are anything they doing is just like protecting themselves.
Yeah.
So these two of the question, and there's few questions I just think.
And like at that point of time, or even before you met your wife, what was your thinking of Muslims? Who did you see Muslims are?
For myself, because if I talking about my colleagues, yeah, because my company, where I can see my Malay colleagues, yeah, all the Malay who I used to work with, I can find that they are quite chill with their life. Like anything happens, they will just peace. Anything happens, like it's hardly to see that they have a bad temper like they are quite I can say is live peacefully lah. This is what I see.
Yeah, like from what you said now, it made me connect with something that Admin said yesterday. So I was speaking with him yesterday, and then he said, on the Friday prayers, I would look at all the Muslims and they're so angry, right? And then after he became a Muslim, you see all the guys with the beard, coming to the prayer, the Jummah prayer. He said those guys, they would give me the cutest smile. And the reason why they looked angry is because of the sun. Right? So even you yourself, before you became a Muslim, when you had all these questions about terrorists, this, that, but then the moment you ask, the moment that you go and you search for the answers, you realize that, no, it's not actually what I thought. It's very different than that. Right? So now you told your mother that you want to marry the Malay Muslim. That she accepted that. What about the rest of your family, your father, your brothers and sisters? How did they react to it?
For my sister, because I'm the only son in the family, so this one of the worry lah. Because for Chinese family, they like the son is the one need to handling the ceremony, the things when the parents pass away. So I'm the only son, and of course my sister not so agree with it lah. And starting, my sister and my family thought that I'm the one who going to change my wife to follow the Chinese culture. But in the end, I'm the one who become the believer and the practicing on the Islam lah. Yeah. So it's not like how they think and how they plan, because they think that I can change my wife to follow our family culture. But it's not lah.
So like after you get to know each other, your family is waiting. When is he gonna change it? When is he gonna change it?
Like especially for like eating, they will think that I can change my wife so that they can go to eat together. This kind of thing.
Did you yourself try to change your wife to your way?
No, I never. Because after I never thought of it lah. I never thought of it. I just like, I think that if I become a Muslim, I need to really practicing, because it's hardly to change my wife. I know her from how I took together with her, and I see how is her family practicing. I know that impossible to change lah, and I also don't want her to change her. And just now you asking me how I thinking of the Islam and Malay, and I can feel that they are more, I can say it's grouping, or they are more cooperate. Yeah, they are trying. Anything happens, they will just in a group.
Okay. So when did you tell your family that you're going to become a Muslim? Did you tell them after you became a Muslim, or?
I can say I made just let it go on the process. Yeah. So never, actually after I Shada, I also never tell my family, because they already expected for it. This going to happen, that I become a Muslim. From the moment I tell them I'm going to follow my wife, go back to her hometown to meet her family. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because usually this thing happen is going to preparing for the marriage already. Yeah. And they know that if I want to marry with my wife, I need to revert to become a Muslim.
So you said that one of the first things that you asked the Ustad is about your parents. Will you be able to pray to them after they die? So you said one of the first questions you asked the Ustad is about your parents. Will you be able to pray to them after they die? Am I right? Yeah. So how did you feel personally when you knew that you cannot?
As for the time I actually, for the same day, I feel like a bit struggling because for all the while also, for my priority is my family. So I feel that, is it good or not. But after that, I think if because for myself also not really confident and sure that it's the right things to do, like doing the prayers for my parents when they pass away or anything. So just accept with it, yeah, because we can say it's shirk the time that my understanding lah. So I just okay, I'm fine with it. And also for my parents, I also didn't talking about these things with them lah. So I just let it be, just follow the process.
And then after that, you started to learn more about Islam after you get married, or is it even from before you learned a lot? How was your learning process about Islam?
Actually, from start, I just learn how to pray first. Yeah, and I try to go to understanding about Islam is after marriage. Before marriage, my concern is whether am I able to adapt to the life to become a Muslim. Yeah, for myself, I'm okay with it. Just prayers, the lifestyle, how to eating, all this kind of thing. It's okay for me. Yeah.
When was the first time you prayed?
The first time I prayed, means the 5 times per day or what?
The first prayer you did.
The first prayer full is 2 months after marriage. Only start to know. Yeah, because it's difficult for me to learn lah. To memorize the prayers, the salat.
Who taught you?
My wife.
Your wife taught you.
Wife. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. And then how did it feel first time praying?
And for the first time prayer, I never feel anything. But after, if you ask me now, I feel that every time after prayer, I feel more relaxing and peaceful. Yeah. For the first prayer, I never don't have any special feeling lah. Just doing the prayer only.
The sujood, like maybe as a non-Muslim, it's maybe a bit strange to put your face on the ground. How was that to you?
For me, it's nothing straight, nothing awkward or strange for me lah. For me, it's prayer.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, and like for those wondering, there's an episode that's coming out really soon, which is about prayer from Brother Hisham. He's a brother who does da'wah in Spain. Did an episode where he explained the prayers in Islam very beautifully. I would recommend that you click on that video. The link is going to be down below. So did you try to explain Islam to your parents to invite them to Islam?
So far not yet, because actually for myself also not really I can say is have the knowledge about Islam yet. So, but inshallah, we'll do it. Yeah, because as we know, because also want to go to the heaven together with family. Yeah, afterlife. Yeah, sure. So first thing is need to learn and improve on the knowledge lah, so that can do the da'wah to my family. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, it's usually like, for some reason, it's usually the people that are closest to us, they're the hardest to speak about Islam.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, maybe you can speak with your friends, easily. But when it comes to the parents, it's like, no.
Yes.
It's a bit hard. But hopefully, may Allah make it easy on you, that you can teach and explain to them. Because it's the most beautiful gift that you can give your parents. Yeah, you can give them money, you can give them that. But Islam, that's the real gift that you can give to your parents.
Yes.
So I'd like to share with us some of the things that amazed you about Islam after you learned a bit about it. From every aspect, even from, because you did mention that for your wife, you're the first boyfriend or the first person. which is maybe for people who follow other faiths, it's a bit strange. Right? That the first boyfriend is the one who you get married to. So maybe if you can give us the whole picture of what did you find beautiful about Islam?
Okay. Because for after I revert and I trying to practice to become a Muslim, I find that myself has become more disciplined. And even though for my family, my wife also realized that I changed a lot. Yeah, actually before I revert, I was a bad tempered. Yeah. So it's hardly for myself to control my emotional, and even though a small thing will make me become panic. Yeah, and easily for me to express my anger and my feeling. Yeah, from my family, my wife, and even though my friends lah. This is what they told me. So, and before I become the Muslim, I was quite don't have the direction what to do. So my daily is just like working, find money. This how my life lah. And actually this most of the sorry to say lah, this more for most of the Chinese, how they are more focusing on money. This is what I myself and I see the people around us, around myself lah. So it's not say that before I become a Muslim, I think that all the while also before this, I think that Malay is a lot of people thinking that Malay is lazy. Sorry to say lah, lazy, or they are relaxing with their life. But actually it's not, because they are, what they're doing now is for afterlife. That's why they are not so struggling, go to chase for the money to become rich. Yeah, that's why it's one of the misunderstanding. It's not like I can say they are more relaxed and chill with their life. So even though for myself now, I also become so-called, can say,
more Malay.
Yeah. It's not the Malay lah, it's like Islam. Yeah, actually in the world, a lot of the country like Korea, China, Japan also have the Muslim, and you can see they are practicing, and how they act, how they do is the same. It's not saying like a lot of the people, they will have the misunderstanding that Islam is the religion for Malay only. Yeah, because I think it's because of Malaysia. In Malaysia, 65 to 70% of Malay, they are born Muslim. So that's why I have the misunderstanding.
Yeah, I mean in China, because for our previous videos, a lot of people do comment, and Islam entered China before Malaysia. So how can you say it's a religion of any race? And like when it comes, because this is something I brought up that opened a new thinking for me, which is that like some people might look onto the Malays or the Muslims that they're lazy, but no, they're not lazy. They just have a different goal than you.
Yes.
They're striving for something else.
Correct.
Not the same as you do. Yeah, money is part of our life, but as if money is gonna bring us closer to Allah, then we need it. If not, then we don't need it.
Yes.
But as you mentioned, for others, money is the end goal. That's why they strive with all their efforts for it. But it's a stressful life, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's a stressful life when you like.
If you kill like chick, depends on, but I can say it's mostly they are struggling with it. They are thinking is how to make more money only. Yeah. And actually there's one word lah which I learned about it after I revert. I call rezeki. A lot of the Malay, why they not so work hard. It's not lazy, like they are not work hard to go for the money, because they believe in rezeki. It's not like we just do our part, anything Allah will do plan for us. Yeah. So just believe in the recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are like because for my job, I used to dealing with a lot of the customer. Like if the sales unable to close the deal, I can see is the Malay. They are very chill because they say, "Oh, wait for the next recipe." This how they react. They are not upset with it. Yeah, because they believe in the recipe. If now you are unable to get what you want, Allah will give a better one for you.
Yeah. Amazing. Because, like, obviously in Islam, we believe everything comes from Allah. He's the creator. He's the one who created everything. He's the one that provides everything. Right? For us, what we have to do is, as we call in Arabic, sa'i. Sa'i is effort. And there's a verse in the Quran, وَأَنَّ لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. Human beings will have nothing except their effort. So we do our efforts, but when it comes to the result, as you said, it's from Allah.
Yes.
If it comes, Alhamdulillah. If it doesn't come, Alhamdulillah. As well. Which is for a person who does not believe in Allah, the result is everything. So if he didn't get the result, then it will hugely affect him. Which is what you saw in a lot of your coworkers. So I want to share with us how hard is it to learn Islam? What are some of the hardships that you went through learning the basics of Islam in Malaysia?
It's really, really, really hard for me to learn the Arabic words because like Alibata is because if I want to go to study the Al-Quran, it's the must for me to learn the Arabic words. Yeah. So until now, actually, I've not really, if you ask me to go to studying about Al-Quran, I not really can understand about it. Yeah, because I really start to study about it is from this year. Previously, I just do the basic prayer only. I never really go to want to understand about it, but until early of this year, on January only, I start to feel embarrassing that I'm a Muslim, but I'm not really able to go to read the Al-Quran. Yeah, if I'm unable to do it, when only I will do it, and how only I can do the dawah to my family, even though myself also don't understand. And this happened is I have strong feeling that I really need to study about it is after my daughter born. Yeah, because if myself also don't understand how I can teach my daughter, my child. Yeah, because I cannot just rely on my wife lah. Myself also need to be the imam, the leader of the family. Yeah, so this is a must, no matter I want or
not. Tell me like the experience, because you told me you have a daughter. Alhamdulillah, she's 10 months old now.
Yes.
Tell me, when you first saw her, what's the feeling? What made it to reflect on you?
I find it feel that touching. Yeah, then that something different in my life. Yeah, and of course that time is my daughter is not born naturally because like she need to Caesar. My wife need to Caesar to deliver the baby, and after that she go to we call NICU. Yeah, but alhamdulillah, she just go to the NICU and able to come out after 1 week. Yeah, so everything goes smoothly.
Yeah, when you see the child, like this is like a new human. One human, that just came out of nothing. Like how?
Yeah, there's something different in the life lah. So for those who not sure have the child, try to get married and have a child. Yeah, that because it's different lah. You have a different feeling. This is one of the stage, I can say, stage which all people, if really allowed, it's a must to have a family. You will feel different lah.
Yeah.
And it's also one of the purpose, motivation in your life. You feel you will have a different responsibility.
Yeah, because a lot of people nowadays, especially the youth, they don't put having a family as their priority. So what do you say about that? Is that right? A lot of people, especially the youth, they don't put having a family, having children as their priority. It's something that most of them, they don't think about it now. So what do you think about that?
Actually, it's no right or wrong, but it depends on the person perception, how they think of it. Of course, there's a lot of the people, they don't want to have the children because they think it's after you have a children, you are tied and you don't have any freedom anymore. Every time you're doing, no matter what you do, what you think, what you talk, you also need to think of your family and your children already. You have the responsibility there. This for myself also the same lah. So if for now no matter what I do, I also cannot just like do what I want. I need to think twice before for any decision, anything I want to do. Yes.
What are some advices that you would like to give to people who are interested to becoming a Muslims or new reverts?
Which my advice. So for myself is because starting is important before you need to get ready for it lah. And because actually if you revert, there's no reverse. So it's important to really understand studying about it, and especially for the basic Arabic words. It's very important if you really want to learn about the knowledge. Yeah. Because for myself, it just luckily I not a strong believer before I revert. Not a strong believer in Buddhism or Taoism. So I able to accept anything in the teaching in the Islam. But it's very important that we study first before we revert. Yeah. Before we doing the Shada.
Yeah, I understand, right?
Yes. Because as I know a lot of the people, as I know some of the people, they are revert because of marriage. But after they luckily they are divorced with their wife or husband, they try to not become a Muslim because they are not really understand and practicing and learning about it. So it's important before revert, study and understand about the truth in any way, even though you can learn it from YouTube, and also try to find a community or anything to learn and studying about it.
Yeah. And for the basics of Islam, you don't really need to know Arabic. Like the basic fundamentals, Shahada, Salah, Quran, these are like very basic things that you can learn from anywhere. And in Dawah Masterclass, we have courses that explain all the fundamentals of Islam where you guys can check it out as well. So, guys, you have any questions? Sheikh Musab, with the hours.
The moment when you took the Shahada, how was it like? Who gave you the Shahadas? The feeling, experience, what was there?
So, Sheikh Musab, a brother who wants to have 50 children, alhamdulillah, he's asking that how did you take your Shahada? The moment you took your Shahada, who did it for you? Who? Yeah.
Okay, for the officially, taking the Shahada is in the Pejabat Agama in the Klang Selangor there. I'm doing there, and just follow the Ustaz there for the Shahada. Yeah, Ashhadu Allah. And actually, after that, after done, because actually it's just like I straight away going to there, and I never preparing for anything, just on the spot. I also don't know what I going there for what. I just think that just go to prepare for the documentation for the revert, but I don't know. I need to do a Shahada, and I already become the Muslim, And after done, the official there asked me whether I want to change my name or not. During the time also, I know, I can choose not to change my name if my original name, given name, don't bring any bad meaning lah. Yeah. So I actually for myself, my IC still the same name. I never changed my name because it don't have any bad meanings.
I mean, like, it should be like this. I don't know where, like, some people bring this up that when you become a Muslim, you need to change your name. Your name is your name. It has nothing to do with Islam.
Because that's one of a lot of the Chinese think that, after you become a Muslim, you need to change your name, but actually it's not lah. So my name is still the same.
Yeah. It's just to say this. From non-Muslim to a Muslim, what you need to change is the belief. You open your heart to the truth. Anything other than that, honestly, just put it aside. Yeah, what's up? Yeah. How did you feel after you said the Shada? Did you really realize that what you're saying? Did you know what the Shada is?
No, I just follow only. After that, only that. Alhamdulillah. You already become a Muslim.
What?
Okay. Okay. So, I just find it, like this only. So, for me, because I already expected for it lah. This is the process I need to go through. And I are already ready for it. Like if I'm not ready for it, I won't just simply go to do it, because I can say it's irresponsible. Like if you just simply make the decision, do any things like, because I understand myself able to adapt to the life to become a Muslim, and I believe lah, after I revert, I can have a better life. This is what my feeling. Because for my previous relationship, I never have the thought or feeling that about marriage. Never thought of it for my previous relationship until now, until my current wife. Only after met her, only I have the feeling that about thinking about marriage. And I know her, I think 2 months only. Very fast.
But what in this relationship made you think so fast about marriage that the previous did not?
For the previous relationship, I just like it's like just girlfriend, but never think about marriage. But until this, my current wife, after I met her, I only know her for 2 months. Yeah, then I already start to step into it. It's not, don't have any hard feeling or anything. Everything is just like, so fast. Everything just like process like that only. Yeah. So this is what I believe. Like everything is with a purpose, with a reason happen.
Yeah, it's like it's very true. SubhanAllah. Like looking at your story, Allah is the best of planners. Everything was so smooth. You did the Shada like so easily. Alhamdulillah. It's when Allah sees sincerity from someone, He will guide you. Honestly, He will guide you. Alhamdulillah. Okay, Brother Jack, thank you very much. Thank you. Jazakumullah.